What if someone is manipulating you right now and you don't even know it? It doesn't show up as someone twisting your arm or making obvious threats. It shows up as a friend who always makes you feel guilty for saying no. A partner who turns every argument back around on you. Manipulation is quiet. It's patient. And it works best on people who are too kind to see it coming. But today that changes. Here are 7 things you do the moment you realize someone is trying to manipulate you. 1. Slow everything down. Manipulators need speed. They need you to react before you think. That's why they create urgency. You have to decide right now. I need an answer today. The moment you feel that artificial pressure, that's your signal. Stop. Breathe. A decision made under fake urgency is almost always a decision made in someone else's favor. 2. Name what's happening inside your head. When someone manipulates you, you feel it before you understand it. A knot in your stomach. A sudden sense of guilt that came from nowhere. Say to yourself, I feel guilty right now and I don't know why. Naming the feeling breaks its power. Because manipulators work in the dark. The moment you shine a light on what's happening, the spell starts to break. 3. Ask questions instead of defending yourself. When someone accuses you, the instinct is to defend yourself. Don't. The second you start defending, you've handed them control. Instead, ask questions. That's interesting, what makes you say that? These questions put the pressure back on the manipulator to justify themselves. Most manipulators can't answer those questions without exposing their real agenda. 4. Separate the person from the behavior. You can care about someone and still refuse to accept how they're treating you. Manipulators count on the fact that you'll confuse them. You can say, I care about you and this behavior is not okay. Both things are true at the same time. 5. Stop explaining yourself. Every time you over-explain your decisions to a manipulator, you give them more material to work with. A simple no doesn't need a paragraph. I'm not available doesn't need a reason attached. The more you explain, the more you signal that you're not sure of yourself. Your decisions belong to you. You don't owe anyone an essay about why you made them. 6. Watch the pattern, not just the moment. One uncomfortable conversation might be a bad day. One guilt trip might be a mistake. But if it keeps happening, that's not an accident. That's a system. Zoom out. Look at the last month. The last year. Does this person consistently leave me feeling worse about myself? Does every disagreement somehow end with me apologizing? If yes, you're not dealing with a difficult moment. You're dealing with a pattern. 7. Decide what you're willing to accept going forward. Because awareness without action changes nothing. What am I willing to accept? What am I not? And then you have to hold that line. Not angrily. Not dramatically. Just clearly. Because the way you respond to the first attempt sets the standard for every attempt after it. The cleaner your boundary, the less room there is for the manipulation to operate. Manipulators are not more powerful than you. They're just more practiced at exploiting your kindness. The moment you stop letting those good qualities be used against you, the whole game changes. You don't have to become cold. You don't have to become suspicious of everyone. You just have to become aware. And now you are. If this gave you something real, subscribe. Because next week I'm covering exactly how to shut down a guilt trip without feeling guilty about it.